one is Viviana by one dish. Yeah, so I say my ladies are in the studios. Then couldn't never do media and then I wanted anxious so what I say. So let me welcome my ladies out in my mother and sister Debbie. Good morning, my ladies.
Good morning. Good morning.
Baby, about what dear?
By the grace.
And now, Fred, you ask when you my busan, star, we had a comedy man. A comedy more. Chimudo Kazana. O Kazabi wananga sasa unifim be star be.
Oh, make us say.
A comedy one. A comedy okay. I don't know if I join to.
My family.
We are here. You Marty. Now, Debbie, to say.
I'm fine.
Who couldn't say?
No, I'm getting better.
Okay. I am a news for you.
Look at who is advising who. Hey.
Yes.
Young Okay, so our first story for today is about two young.
This is Ghana Talks Radio, the best station rocking the nation.
It's about two young couples who have been convicted for causing the death of their 3-year-old son after his severely malnourished body was found buried in their backyard. So the couple have been jailed for 44 years. So according to rumors and according to neighbors and according to people around, the reason why this young couple is because of a newfound religion. I don't know what kind of religion is that, but if I'm not mistaken, I think sometime this year or last year, I'm not really sure. I think is it either South Africa or some microbes almost say so for nation almost say they should fast. I think they should fast till God comes. They say Jesus comes, and people were also fasting till Jesus come, and they all died. Some died, some were you can't say you to me and those young couples, they starved their 3-year-old son and buried this child because of their own set religion they found. So DJ Rock, I'll start with you.
Okay, you mentioned with it. Oh, what's it? Sometimes when Bible no crack say lack of knowledge. My people perish. Nimdia me nyancha maila. So what you say? Me, I don't care about your religion. Oh, so what you say? Whether you say don't condemn any religion, but religion ben a bema ho kwan say kum, because you mrao. Even the religion that you are in the book mrao. So what I say? So whether you are traditionalist or former and nip, you can say there was some non-fancho. Sounds like Christianity society, sounds like Muslim. Tradition religion bia or emra. So what I say? And now buy a certain moons why your omra on. So what I say? Because a emra say Odi obi baba so say my nephew. Though now no but two nim do baba am on mine. So what I say? So yes, a shower yama and a your own quan wodia. A babon tia you will be a dear. So what I say? Now they never count say welcome one casaoba. Now we're seeing. Who's in a day? Who's in a day? So go cool now, what number? Why would not be see? Would not share glass him? Oh, now the next trophy, a ham or compound, and as I will be living room. Knows why I had it. Now, who couldn't say in the yes, it be a bear was as this would be our way. So I just means how 44 years at the moment of creation. It will be a coach at 22.
Nipa could 42.
Never 22.
Papa could try to.
I was saying, I say, Momo bear 200, not much.
No, 100 years, 100 years.
I said 20 now, so about the better one.
More life imprisonment breakaway.
Say, Bassani, because it's 3 more than CAG.
Which you mean, say, if someone now, for 9 months, I don't know how pregnancy is because. But from seeing other people's pregnancy, you can see, say, it's a tough journey. So if you can go through all this pregnancy symptoms or whatever, then you kill your child. What's more evil than that?
When is there my 3 more?
Me patrol will be more.
Che, how can you one amobeka say nyinsen eya? Wo de enya hwe kra no de adwene be man no kra na ka say ku akwala na. Wo de ka the time labor word wo no. Wo chima akwala na pie no. The kind of stress wo de forget 9 months our career akwala no. Say ne de oda wo ye. Wo de sas minutes, hours, seconds I will take it the wo akwala no. Check it up pains now femu. What they akran no ponya hwe ono ti di baby you no made na ba asase so okoku religion be na mo discover religion be na makohu say kunipa sa religion
Be ka obi enda nyam so no mpeni.
Oh David won say obi eso obi ani na jiji so eso obi ani na jiji
Ntu ujide be catch you say starve your own child.
And Americans no say Bible will say lack of knowledge my people perish. So what you say so ujide ka just say kwankwala na say won say nyame so mo religion kasa e bibi eti no yenya ne makot na emrani ni so far
omunku omokra.
Oh won say kundie won say kundie too much but won say yamom fa bibi mu a omo fi a minimum age mu but minim say 22 years na dem omo no minim amunya ni easy sa so atasi ena ye bija okra na ubewu me this kind of abroad me minimum and it's Africa as say ya buchi omo de minimum answer now time
I think those African countries
umpie no ne ya wo ko de ko fie ko
all right
Mr.
Debbie.
Well, I wanted to ask whether they are mentally sound.
They are
Whether they are mentally okay, because no matter how dirty a religion is, I don't think there is a religion where they'll ask you to kill someone or actually starve someone to death.
Occult.
Well, even some occult, you don't actually kill anybody, but then you vow, like the ones I know.
Occult.
Freemason.
Occult.
Occult.
Yes.
You don't kill anybody.
Yes, I like the ones I know and I've heard. If only what I've heard is actually the right thing, you actually say that when you die, they should pick parts of your body.
What's that? I know. Definitely,
and
you do sacrifice.
Those who are into lodge or those things, it's still occult.
But they do sacrifice.
They do sacrifice, and the sacrifice they do. No, the sacrifice they do is most at times they go into barbering shops and then take the hair of people.
That's what could be. Because you taking the hair of someone,
yes.
Sometimes
someone can see and give you money.
Oh yeah, yes. So that's about. This is where we are talking about, like you starving someone to death. Like no, I know that they said no matter how troublesome a child is, there is no trash or there is no dumping site that is actually noted for dumping children. Like if the child is being stubborn or something, you just carry the child into a polythene bag or maybe a basket and then you dump the child on a dumping site or into a dustbin or something. No. But this is really serious. I mean, starving your own child to death. Which kind of religion does that? No.
What's like a Ghana BBC? These two couples now.
Yes, TikTok.
Yeah.
Even the child, the small child that actually managed to escape came out to say something like that. They buried one of his brother.
Yes, I think the parents are dead now.
No, they are alive.
They are still alive.
Is it not the same video that the lady comes out making recipe with snake soup? Lupita, yeah.
I thought you had, because there was one also where and also I think religions are and the parents were not giving the child food.
Oh, with this one, they don't actually eat. Excuse me, they use their own this thing. I'm not saying as I said their own this thing. That's what excuse me.
So almost said.
And one of the child of the parent, like that parent actually escaped, and it was like they buried one of his brother alive because he could see that he was still breathing, but they buried them alive, so they don't cook. You see, so what, like, you see, this generation is actually a confused generation. A confused generation. Like, one, they don't want to read the Bible. Like as I was saying, Hosea 4:6, is it lack of knowledge my people perish? Yes. You don't read. Like, we don't want to read. And so whatever someone tells you, whether it's wrong or whether it's correct, like, you just accept it just like that. And the same people who are doing that, if your parents who brought you into this world actually do same to you, will you be alive by now? So it's about time where we have to wise up. We have to, like, as everything is improving day by day, we have to also improve upon everything we are doing. Because if someone comes to tell you that you should do this, like imposing something on you, how sure are you that that person is actually doing same? You get it? Like, I'm not diverting the issue. Like, let's take this LGBTQ for instance. Most people, like current president, like, they don't want to sign the bill because they feel like the people helping us, the people actually helping us are also into that. But let's also take this into notice that the person who is actually imposing that on you, has the person gotten married to his fellow man, or has the person gotten married to his fellow woman, and then they are trying to impose this thing on you? So we have to wise up and, like, do away with certain things that does not actually count.
Example, yeah, my so for say you fast to Jesus come,
and you're also fasting.
Yeah, home in 1990. Basic 2000.
Like, and with that, no, so for your move, and he has created a society for them.
That it will
so
happen because
is the pastor
to learn.
And a pastor,
he was also fasting.
Yes,
they are there, no food, no water. They are just there fasting.
What's it?
You know, I'm sure one day when we get to heaven, we will regret of doing stupid things that do not, like, really make sense. And, like, we trust and we believe that we're actually, like, doing things in favor of God. That's why they said, aside you going to church, know God for yourself. Like, have that kind of relationship with God personally.
The reason is we don't learn.
And that's what I'm saying.
We don't do research.
We don't. So whatever they say, you accept it. Yes, just like that.
How can a pastor tell me, say, since I'm me? Yes, how can I fast to?
They will, because even in Ghana here, we've seen a lot of churches that people preach and they mention quotations that are not even in the Bible, and the congregation are clapping, saying hallelujah, like saying things. You get it? So yeah, we refuse to, like, read. See, if we truly read the Bible and then, like, we know God for ourselves, if somebody calls himself a man of God or a woman of God, and the person is actually preaching something that is not in the Bible, you sitting down, you can actually tell from where you are sitting and what this person is saying that is a lie.
Even the Bible, no crampo, no more. They say a year in our scriptures, baby, 10. Why scriptures bear 10 or the budget offering or the budget tithe or the budget or the miracle. So
the funniest aspect is that sometimes today they quote places that will favor them, places that it will sweet our ears, like we will be so interested. You see, we are in a generation where they will tell you are blessed. 2 days today you are riding a car.
Maybe you get it. I mean, what is it? We are saying Bible say you.
And you say Bible say I say.
We are in the end times. What I say? Pastors is all banner. A preaching salvation, especially revelation.
My pastor.
There will mean me say pastors don't do sing. Maybe now pastor will preach. So what I say?
My pastor.
Oh yes. Let me make his mistake. Me make it say pastors don't do sing. Obebiwe ene hwan Nyankopon why say to abodo nugu ezonda achon sabeka yesi munyi ni po na munya ne de kakra de biasa. So revelation talking about salvation a coin of Belfast or best I shall heaven. Say heaven or say Belco, say heaven who. And
the next story. Okay, so to our last story for today, Sister Debbie, I'll be starting with you.
Right.
So this is about Kevin Taylor, our most controversial media personality, should I say, in the whole world.
Kevin Taylor.
Yeah. Hey,
don't say that.
Loud silence. With all due respect.
Yeah.
No, excuse me. So no, didn't sound funny.
What are the Trinidadians?
Hey, yeah, they may feel
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, second Trinidadians.
Hey. Okay, so he has. Okay, but I feel that they have connections too.
Oh, say we Kevin Taylor the now buying wasn't to beat me.
They have connections because with everything he says, he brings facts. He brings proofs. Yeah.
And this year's election, he has actually contributed a lot because he ended up exposing a lot of people that were trying to rig. Even I got to know that they actually brought someone into this country to rig the election with like ammunition and a lot of things, and then he actually mentioned the person's name, the person's number, like where they've actually rented for the person to stay in Ghana to rig the, like a lot of things. So he actually contributed in a way.
Okay, so just recently Prince David Osei made certain derogatory remarks about President-elect John Dramani Mahama, and Kevin Taylor has come out to warn him. Into the young warning, we'll be back.
Prince Osei, this goes to you, and it goes to the rest of your crew. There also a bear mountain time that the chairman on time on here. You heard the whole street to the so. It goes to you, Prince Osei. No. What Prince Osei, I'm sending this to you. You will not survive this in 2 hours. If you are a man, Prince Osei.
If you are a man, you not survive this in 2 hours. Okay, so now with all that he said, I read people's comments, and some people were like, fine, you can warn him, you can caution him, but for you to go as far as saying that when he does something wrong again and you confront him, he won't survive for 2 hours. That is where people have a problem with. They claim that he's doing too much on media. In a way, he's also like Prince David Osei, because you bring people's issue out, you talk about people, you also insult them. So why is a pot calling a kettle black? Mr. Debbie.
Well, a pot will definitely call a kettle black because he sees himself or herself to be fair, to be more, to be better than the other person. Yes, because sometimes people come to you to advise you on maybe on certain things or something, but when you check the person's life, you check what the person is doing, it's like the person is worse. Like what? This one is my own word. Where's Ross? Like where's Ross? Like the person is more worse than what you are. But you see what? Even though in a way he's helping Ghanaians, but sincerely speaking, see, it's too much. You see, this is what we were talking about, because yes, it's your station. Yes, it's your data. Yes, you are helping Ghanaians, but in a way, like you should actually know how to go about things. The insult is too much. Oh, you see, and like we are also learning that. We are learning that. So today you can actually see someone who I would say the person is not like yet the level of the opponent is actually insulting, but because of free data, yes, you have the access to your phone and the stuff, so you can actually come out and say a lot. Prince Osei, we know he's in the other party and he has spoken against President Mahama, and then you are cautioning him. You should caution him, but where he said the other thing, it's actually a threat that the next time you will say something, like he cannot take it for 2 hours. So imagine you said this and then within that 2 hours something bad happens to him, or the first person that everyone's attention will actually go to will be you, because you actually said something that looks or in a sort of a threat. But what we are saying is that when you get an opportunity, I always say this every day, and then you are talking about something, you should be very careful. Yes, you are fighting for Ghana. In fact, like for me, I like the way he does his things though, but sometimes it's just too much. He can actually, when he's hosting, let me say, his own show for 1 hour, he can actually use 15 minutes to insult, like just to insult. But even though what he's saying, there is like true fact in what he's saying. And sometimes when you sit down very quietly to pay critical attention to what he's saying, you can actually get a sense in that, like there is a true, an iota of truth in what he's saying. But sometimes because of his nature, the way he insults and stuff, people will not actually take your words seriously. But sincerely speaking, himself and Prince David Osei, even though they are not, like, there is no difference because he also does the same thing. But with Prince David Osei, he will do it and still come and tell you that he's not the one. It is his cousin who is actually doing that. But for this one, he knows, yes, this is me. Like, whether you like me or not, this is what I'm doing. But what we are saying is, like, it's just too much. Seriously. Even though he comes out with facts. Yes, he will come out with facts. He has his sheets in front of him. He will mention the time, the date, this, like, give you the proof and everything that shows that what he's saying, he's actually saying the truth. We are not saying he's doing a bad job, because this election, he has actually played, a good role in this election, one way or the other. But then we are saying that, like, there should be a sort of like you should actually exercise some sort of, should I say, carefulness in his saying, because it's just too much. And you see, most of the times too, I feel like it's because they are not in the country here where people can actually see them. But that's what we are saying. Even when you see him, what at all can you do to him?
Nothing. You
can't do anything to him. Then unless you have to pass through, even that one quite to be difficult, because as I'm saying, he has his men. No, recently I saw a video of him exposing, is he NCA? Was it NCA or NIA? It was like they were not due to be promoted as directed in the office, but they've given themselves that promotion. They've actually squandered a lot of money, and they are even planning to sell some government vehicles and stuff. And he mentioned their name, mentioned a lot of things, and he was like, he has his boys in there. So this kind of person is, should I say, somehow something like he's into investigative or something, investigative journalism or something of that sort. But we are saying that yes, it's true, you are helping the country in a way by exposing a lot of corrupt activities, even though you are not in the country. But you should be very careful in disseminating your words or your information.
Okay, thank you very much, DJ Rock.
Oh, much more there. Yeah, some Americans say, like, sometimes the issue be banner say, work as I have to mind your words. Now, maybe I don't mean the Azama Prince David or Seko Kaya. Or threatening say, I'm on Nezo.
Boy, did you attempt no son?
I did attempt him at, but as a man, Prince David or Seko Kaya or threaten or no, a kind of say. Kevin Taylor say.
With they are all kind now, all castle, and no kind.
I don't know kind.
I say, Mahama, ye.
Maybe some of me follow money to
okay. So according to him,
what's the mama? What's the way when this way when people? It's where I said
that insult is not
allowed.
Can you say Ghana near one? Can you say even boy, football, European matches, if you be Chelsea, a big one, and so sometimes a mom will approach in a year ni momo. Yeva say Messi ni Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeva omutu ni example say we are Messi fan e ya wo de. Me so me e Cristiano fan but hey ubeko no bi bo atwede wo ho. Say I say Ronaldo sorry a o man team eno Messi sorry a o man transportation ko aduma. So that sanet a political strategy. Well, money now say like won't take politics as here. Sometimes because say be or money do want once. Me because of one or two you be a American. Mama challenge this and I know be say na me like though about I say I can't, but me for my dream because sometimes omuti me frɛ mo Charlie anansi system no my slow
publicity stunt
and yeah for bibi ntum na ma create bibi internet ni so na fans no ye ko hwe voting e ko so you Mahama ba ni tipai na do ba etwa ne nan enso yen citizen
you see the video where they butchered someone's hand like cow meat
we pains na ukomi menye sure say so we NDC fana menye sure say even po assemblyman no baby awo no po ba kwakwohwe I'm not even sure na aba MP aba president na nkasa mu wo mo wi na mo sa meje mfi e to aba no be ma press conference o ka na MPP for enkrofo ne to mu ba bi enye hwe yagobo mutu sa o ma wu free etinu sometimes omono do e ba wa say ka but I am me fa ya adwen ma wo because omono mutimi create controversial ma public no mutimi but asama me kan say bufo ba bishumana our west what I say for threatening say because we no bibia ni sisi a tio who abrechi o but also one crofo am street
oh yeah they are working for him
so what I say also one crofo mo I can who say sometimes where the reason why I'm on Facebook live any like I'm on live now I'm use so because one say Facebook no and me capture chi where's our back so what I say and can Chino Jonas interpol achene the dada when is a few no moon view I can interpol achene the dada I don't know one like sometimes or be cambro or be did the atama
some cow bro fumu
aka interpol actually that mama ankasa fi ni few because any people sometimes me say my ye na Chino Jonas or be come one say my enemy ya Kevin Taylor oh nim kwa me fa so me nya me bele nya misika so what I say nipa bi ti say ready o be come na me so a na be ye ode o come na me mfie wa say me tin there bi A plus we ni wana aka no wase o ti ni there bi ono say me nimu no o de ko a o de be ma ono die minim de o ti so what I say eti no me last words me de me last words so ba religion no mo ye ni nda ho ya me asema me kan no mo ye ni nda ho because ye nsua dia sebe ya mele wafo na ya misuma wo mo ma me mu ya sebe amanti mi anko school enu animu kakra amo na ya misuma wo mo obo so de jiji na hye sofo mu de ne sofo beka bia leader beka bia na odi so no ye de oye minimo bi asolinti ni kru bi provincial shop kese o area team provincial shop kese Oton provision shop no money na kakra de ko ba for it and a woman no odutwi chance mu ocho ba etiwe no eye nyansa na ze be yijimi so ajaze so we should mind like the way I like ye fa nyame so mfa no ye nsua de ye nka say asole na say osom de ye but the way sometimes also bo say why do you moda on no asua de kakra ti ye daada wa no say we de ye daada mi nti no style bi
so yeah same thing religion like no religion for me I know no religion will actually tell you to kill someone even if they should tell you that you should be wise enough to know that no what the person is saying is the person saying the right thing. You know, sometimes someone can tell you something and your instinct will be communicating to you that no, this person is actually saying the wrong thing. This just dropped in my mind. You know, sometimes someone will be very sick, very sick, and then they'll send the person to prayer camp instead of going to the hospital for treatment. You see, so there are. I know God, sincerely speaking, God works miracles. But then when it gets to sometimes, you have to go to the hospital, take injection, take drugs. Then after that, you go to the hospital. Then they pray for you. They will pray for you. You won't go to hospital. Then you'll be moving from one prayer camp to another. I'm not saying going to prayer camp is a bad thing, but first of all, you have to take drugs. After that, then you add the prayers to it. If you want to do the prayer alone without the drugs, to Kevin Taylor's issue, you know, if you be like a journalist or a media personality, doesn't mean that you should be talking anyhow. You get it. So you have to be very careful with the kind of things you put out there. Even though his shows are very nice, he comes out with facts and things, but then the insult is too much. When you insult too much, people become so fed up of you that even if you are saying the right thing, they don't take it seriously, because they know that as for you, this is what you are, even though there is truth in what you are saying. Yeah, so we just need to be, very careful.
Okay, thank you very much, DJ Rock.
Okay, much modesta de be madam as some of you DJ Q, madam as say there. What they call live on Facebook and also TikTok and also YouTube. Papa was our general manager, Yadamasi, and also our listeners on the radio too, Yadamuna Masi. So that be minimum the Quintia and Neo Papa birthday. And never my wishing I'm time us for news.
My boyfriend, my first boyfriend.
Hey.
So I'm wishing him a happy
why you making if you move?
Happy birthday.
Wishing I mean bonus.
Okay, so I'm wishing my daddy a happy birthday, long life, good health and prosperity. I want to tell him that I love you so. Daddy, I know you are listening to me, so I love you so much. Like
Ghana Talks Radio. This is